on the move, so watch this space. So here we go. Let's talk Colac round underway for the HV Shield for the second time this year. And one of these clubs are going to take home the Shield for the year. As O'Meara fires out a hand pass here. He's gutting, tried to break the tackle on Ackley, and he did a really good job, and he's been rewarding himself a free kick advantage paid. McVillie's chucking kick. Here's Reid, trapped it nice on the half volley. Kick ricocheted there off Burnett up towards half forward. Foster overrun the football. Coots dispossess. Likewise on that occasion there was Craddock. He's immediately tackled, and we're going to get a ball up here.
Seen a big mismatch down at the end.
Dean Marnie on Whopper down there. So
could be a big one.
So that's two 10-goal players playing on each other.
Who would have thought
like
that?
Like Bevan Garrick that day.
Yeah.
They had an interesting story about Brendan Favola last week when I was coming down, Pete. He was nearly a Richmond player.
Yeah, I never heard that story.
Yeah, until they the board at Carlton ripped the contract up.
Okay.
Ball thrown up. Ackley punches it forward inside 50. Ball off head. Here's Reid. 45 metres out. He has a peg for the goal! He kicks a ripper! $31. I paid up in the pay-up queue. Goal of the day contender to Mitchy Reid.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
I think I picked 3 of the last 4.
There's got to be an investigation into that. This is a setup. What's going on?
He's on fire,
I thought I know something that I didn't, but I did anyway. Went straight to know your score.
I think Drew's paid somebody off.
Normally he gives you the tips after they won.
Yeah,
It was actually a good hit out by Ackley into space, Pete.
One straight to nothing, and Reid has kicked an absolute ripper.
Oh, not a known goal kicker.
No, that's when Drew tipped it. I thought, doesn't he play in defence?
He's only kicked 1 goal for the year before today.
How did you know that, Drew?
I know, mate. He played on the forward line, so I had to tip someone out of the box.
Back in the middle, Salmon. I think it's Salmon. Yeah, because we took all the full forwards before you, didn't we, Drew? So ball up back in the middle. So Mitch Reid with the only goal here so far. Gunning wins the tap out. Here's a chance now for McVillie. Gets around him. Actually, these jumpers aren't too bad against each other. Goes to the half-forward line. Here's a chance now for Gunning. Picks up the ball. He's tackled. There's a chance now for Foster. Gets the hand pass over the top now. Ball kicked inside the forward 50 for Simpson. Leishman couldn't take the mark. McKenzie gets the ball for Otway. Hand pass straight goes to Dienhoven. Gets around his opponent on the right line.
Here we go.
It's another ripper.
Geez.
Simpson are on fire here at Jelly Brands. A goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Just like last week, Eagles got the jump on Otway early, and the Tigers have got the jump early on Otway this week.
They have, and they've kicked 2 fantastic goals from out on that the flank on the changing room side there, but that was a ripper goal from Dienhoven there. But they're winning in the centre square. Ackley started really well in the ruck, and they've been getting the centre clearances.
Tigers 2 straight 12. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Otway Districts yet the score. Yet to go inside their forward half. 3 minutes gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Stevcom stats, Noah Ackley, 3 hit-outs, Alex Gunning, 2 for Otway.
Well, not easy to kick goals from that pocket, and he's won another tap down as well. So McVillie, over the top of the footy, he's locked up in that bottom of that pack, and we'll get another ball up. There, Dougie Evans to do. They've got 3 umpires. They've got him, we've got Robbo, and we've got Ross Panther.
Ross played in the Magoos for a half too.
Ackley fires out a quick hand pass to Reid. He kicked a ripping goal a couple of minutes ago. Hand pass by hand. They go forward through Hawks. Here comes Tom Leishman on the lead. The ball's trapped for him. No, good contest. Trotters around the footy again. Well played by Ferrari, but he's coughed up the hand pass. Over the top of the footy now, Burnett. Well played out of Craddock. Just hacking ball out of the fence. Well trapped by Abraham. McKenzie, back by hand to Abraham, through traffic with ease, just got to get a kick away, just in the nick of time. Chance for Stanciu, punched away by Kensett. De Jong overran the football again, Avery fell over. Ball in the spirit centre half forward. De Jong lays a good tackle, likewise Stanciu. And we'll get another ball up at 55 around from the D's goal.
Good example with Abraham, big body around the ball and able to hold his form.
Ball thrown up, Ackley get another tap. Bounces back inside defensive 50. Hack forward out of there by Gus Hawks. Up towards centre wing. Good mark by Reid. Class Harvest centre mark of the day. He's been told to go, but he sold a bit of candy nicely. He's kicking the half forward. No, not a great kick. Cooch dropped what he should have taken. Ball's bouncing around in that pack. Trying to meet up to owns the footy. Hacked off the ground. O'Meara over the top of the footy. Did he drag it in? No, he did not. Then we're going to get a ball up between wing and half forward for Simpson, who started like a house on fire. Sort of similar to what we saw Otway last week. They started the game really slowly and that cost them. Gas. Over and around the footy, O'Meara. Comes out now. Dienhoven kicked inside 50. Harding at the back. Punched away by Marnie in front to a dangerous position. Ferrari over the top of the footy. Guys at the hand pass away now. They just coughed it up a little bit here. Coming through now, Ferrari to Avery. Caught. That's a throw. Free kick to Simpson. Another shot for goal. And it will be taken by Brent de Jong about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. The Simpsons' pressure is red hot early, people, Aaron.
Yeah, this could be a real stab in the heart here for Otway.
And pass to Salmon. Oh. He winds up from 40. It's across the face. Whopper can't get there in time.
Oh, that surprised me. I thought de Jong would have had the distance in him there.
And it's been knocked out of play. Boundary thrown right next to the behind post on the right foot pocket for Simpson, who've done all the attacking.
Absolutely dominating.
In the first 6 minutes, 2 straight to nothing.
Boundary throwing, bar side of the ground here at Jellybrand. Peter Hickey, oval. Umpire throws it back into play. Good tap there by Gunning, but it's going to go to McKenzie, but he can't grab it. It's going to go out of bounds. And another boundary throwing right in the forward pocket. So another boundary throwing deep, about 15 out from, or 20 out from the Tigers' goal. Good start by them. Umpire throws it back into play.
Yeah, definite free kick, ruck infringement.
Free kick's going to go the way of Ackley.
Grabbed him by the jumper.
Bailey Foster.
Bailey Foster's got the free kick, so he'll have a shot for goal. It's a bit of a tall, Dustin Fletcher, dangly type sort, Pete.
And here's another non-goal kick. He hasn't kicked a goal this year either.
He's in the pocket where they've kicked 2 from.
Yep,
So
30 out, kicks it like Dustin Fletcher.
And he shanked
Kicked it like a backman. It's a behind. So first blemish for the afternoon in this ball game, 2-1-13. The Tigers, Otway Districts, yet the score. Both sides were in that light
barely
blue.
entered 50, Maxie.
They haven't entered 50.
They haven't looked like it either.
On one occasion they did, yeah.
Ball kicked out of the defensive 50.
Good grab.
Mark here. Comes Otway. They're going to work it out of their defensive area. Craddock was there. Kensit's there for the Tigers. Stacks on this one. Ball up on centre wing here. Ross the Boss Panther will come in and ball it up. Been one of the best umpires in the competition. Ross the Boss this year. Great. Foster wins the tap out. Craddock, de Jong, trying to gather the football. 2 real hard workers for their clubs, Geordie Craddock and Brennan de Jong. Another ball up on centre wing. Just favouring Tigers ground slightly. Umpire throws it back up. Ackley's there. Gunning wins the tap out. Comes out to Jimmy Abraham. Bangs the ball about 30 metres forward. But it's been marked here by Kroll. Kroll now for the Tigers. Kicks the centre half forward. Bounces away from Jennings. Ball comes inbound. Here's a chance now for the Tigers. Hand pass over the top now. Chance for Reed. And Reed gets a second. Oh, what a goal. Mitchie Reed's on fire. And so are the Tigers. He's kicked his second. And Simpson a 3-1-19. Otway Districts get the score. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 8 minutes gone. He had no time to kick that, but somehow managed to kick the ball 40 metres.
He's on fire, Mitchie Reed, and not only has he kicked 2 goals, he's been involved in a few passages of play, so he's really come to play today. And we seen him last year, I think, really take a game by the scruff of the neck down there at Simpson. I can't remember who it was against, but he's certainly a capable player.
Otway up by 2 in the O'Grey netball there. Very, very tight game going on over there. 39-37 over Simpson there. It'll be a big win for Otway there. Of course, looking for another win for the season. Put a bit of a dent in Simpson's finals hopes this year, while the Tigers on the football side of things have started brilliantly. De Jong at the edge of the square. Couldn't quite take it. Craddock around the footy again. Dienhoven's like the odds. An umpire's plucked out a free kick, and it's going to go to Craddock for Otway. So the D's going to go inside 50 for the first time. That's a better kick. Mark on that occasion by Daffy. Back in the side today. Kick inside 50's a poor one. It bounces to the back though. Mowbray lurking off the ground. And kicks Otway's first against the flow. And it's also a goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Cristiano Ronaldo style there. There was a poor kick inside 50, but it didn't matter. Sam Mulgrew kicked 4 last week, and he kicks Otway's start today. They 1 straight 6. Simpson a 3-1-19. We've played nearly 10 minutes on the Richardson's real estate time clock. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, Otway go 1 inside 50 for 1 goal. A much needed one.
Yeah, and that's why Sam Mulgrew is such a dangerous player, because he thinks his way through all those things. So he didn't try and take possession. He tapped the ball out in front of him and tapped it down to his foot, basically, and kicked it through for an easy goal.
Good start to this ball game here. Gunning wins the tap out. Here's Abraham, but he's tackled straight away in the middle of the ground and the ball up. Thin quarter around the grounds. Imps 128, LV 117. So close start there at the Western Oval. Here's Craddock with the football. Just bangs the ball about 20 metres forward. Big pack around this one. Here's a chance now for Hapwood. Good. Gathers the footy. Quick hand pass to Burnett. Burnett kicks inside the forward 50, looking for Mulgrew. Picked up here by Stanciu. He's tackled. Daffy's there as well. Good work there by Anderson. And he's been... it's a free kick to Anderson. Tackled high against Buckwell. So Zachy boy Anderson kicks out. And he finds... Pembleton, who kicks the ball out of defensive 50. Couldn't take the mark, was Salmon. Free kick's going to go the way of Otway. So free kick to the D's. Sorry, Brown. So Regan Brown for the D's. Puts it back inside the forward 50. Flew high there was Dion. Here's a chance now for Pedersen, or was left it for Boyington. He couldn't tackle gather the football, and it'll be a ball up on the 50 here. So the D's just clicking in the gear now.
Yeah, steadied the ship in the last couple of minutes.
After a bit of a slow start, the Tigers kicked the first 3. Sam Mulgrew replied. They're back in this game. Here's a chance now for Hapgood trying to gather the football. Boyington's there. Hapgood trying to charge his way through there. But Dougie Evans says, no, give it to me. I'm going to ball it up. Still on the 50 for the D's. Another ball up again. Gunning wins the tap out. Boyington gathers the football. Hand passed. Pembleton's there as well. He tackles. It'll be another ball up. Abraham at the bottom of the pack gets the footy back to the umpire. Another ball up. Stop start. It's a bit of a rugby skirmish at the moment. Newell drawing that ruck there. Comes out to Abraham and just somehow bangs it on the boot. It's gone forward. Stanciu's lurking. Daffy's there. Hapgood, Dion. Hapgood. Craddock. It was Dion's go to the football and he's tackled. And another ball up. 12 minutes gone. Stoppage central these last 4 minutes. So another ball up here. As Abraham throws himself in the ruck. Boyington kicks the ball forward. Daffy picks up the football, has a shot. It's going through for a behind. No, it's stopped by Anderson. Kicked out of bounds. Boundary throw in the right forward pocket.
Last couple of minutes been played in Otway's forward 50. And they're controlling the game around the midfield at the moment.
I think Otway won the Agro netball, boys. We'll get that confirmed for you soon. Boundary throw in right forward pocket. One down by Hapgood. Well played down by Pemberton. Caught. Should it be holding the footy? And it is. Good pressure there. And Alex Burnett. Well played. And he'll go back almost directly in front, 25 metres out. And this all of a sudden for back-to-back goals for the D's.
In the last 5 minutes or so, Pete, Otway's really worked themselves into this game, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Their midfielders have really come into the game and they've been able to lock it inside their forward 50.
9 goals for the season, Alex Burnett. And he makes it 10. So Alex Burnett there, that's also a premium group painting play of the day as well, because Simpson were out, tackled, got the reward and went back and kicked truly. And the D's have responded nicely in the last few minutes, as AJ's alluded to. They're 2 straight 12. They try by 7 points. Simpson 3-1-19, people Heron.
Burnett applies a lot of pressure around the ball, doesn't he? And he was rewarded then. The free kick was there. He tackled Pembleton pretty much as soon as he took possession, but incorrect disposal there. I think a free kick might have been for in the end.
Thick quarter around the grounds. Lawn 3 straight 18. Apollo Bay 1 straight 6. LV 2-1-13. Imps 1-2-8. David Robertson back in the middle. Throws the ball up. Here's a chance now for Rook. Does the old Dusty Martin fend off, but it's going to be another ball up.
Avery in the ruck now.
Apparently that was put in the dictionary, the fend-off.
The fend-off.
Yeah. Richmond had quoted too. Here's Daffy. Got the hair pass out to Craddock. He just drops the ball. Sutherland's lurking. So's McVilly got the hair pass to Dion. Got it to Leishman. Now that kick was leashy-like.
Beautiful.
Right on the chest of his teammate there. And so the Tigers right on the 50. Kick looking for Whopper.
Here he is.
Here he is. Welcome back Nick Whopper had him. We thought he was done and dusted for 2025. But that hamstring somehow attached back to that bone, and he's got to have a shot for goal 15 metres out. It's a complete mismatch, him and Dean Marnie, but I don't think they've got too much options, do they?
No, and distance won't be a problem here for Big Whopper.
He'll kick this to lawn.
He will.
Watch this hamstring, though. Directly in front. He goes back. Welcome back, Whopper. He kicks his first. And Simpson, they get the reply. They go now to 4 goals, 125 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. And Otway Districts are 2 straight 12. And we've gone 15 minutes on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Great to see
the great man back.
It is great to see. He's exciting to watch, isn't he? Because you just never know what you're going to get with Whopper. He always presents really well and he wears his heart in his sleeve. But he's been fantastic for this footy club for a long time.
Goal 26 for the season, is it?
Yep. So was it Dom came in with 33, so he's still a chance.
Yeah.
He is, yeah. It's very, very open in the goal kicking this year. I know Dom's got a big lead, but he's a handful chasing at the moment. So back in the middle now, Dougie Evans gets us back underway. Bit of a 0-0 draw in that ruck contest. Leishman, that's Tom, picks up the footy. Tackled into the turf. Play on the call. Abraham lurking that time as well. And we're going to get another ball. In fact, it was Duffy there. They got tackled. So ball thrown up. Otway working their way forward. Foster got up very early. Should have been a free kick to Otway. Umpire wanted none of it. And we're going to get another ball after all that. Obviously, there's been a lot of confusion in the AFL about ruck free kicks, but that was certainly one of them that should have been rewarded.
Yeah, ruck lotto, mate.
And then he's paid that one. There you go. So he's gone to Avery.
That might have been the evener up, Drewy.
Yeah. So Avery's 55 out. Kicked it to the hot spot. Looking for Buckwell. Melgrew in front. He was held, and he'll get a free kick. Directly in front, just about 30 metres out. There's a lot of holding going on that one there, and the umpire did see it. And Sam Melgrew, fresh from a 4-goal hole last week. He's going to go back for his second already today. Pretty much from the exact same spot he kicked his first one from a few minutes ago.
I'm marking this one down in my book, Drewy, so he better not miss.
So, Sammy Melgrew.
Put a litre of water on it, Pete.
25 metres out. She'll kick the goal. Shaped it.
Jinxed him.
Sammy Melgrew.
Oh, not even close.
What are you doing?
Oh.
You got the wider out, Pete, because that's clinging to the main material by you, mate.
It is.
That's not as worse. Not the worst missed I've seen today as well. There was one in the reserves that was missed. Not by that far.
That was lucky to get a point.
2-1-13 for all 125. Simpson up by 12 points as we approach the 17.5-minute mark in this opening quarter.
So Salmon, they do the kick-out duties for the Tigers. Kicks looking for De Jong. Went over his head. No one touched it. No one touched it, but was he out of the square? So
he's out of the square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ball
You're back in the 80s there, mate. That's not a rule anymore.
It's not in the 80s. That was early 2000s.
Now that you're allowed to run out of the square.
He was out of the square.
That's right.
I know. Yeah. That's what I said in the full
sorry, man.
And I didn't even say on the full beat. You've got to listen. Umpire will come in and ball it up yet again. So, good start to this game. We've got a good look about it. 4-1 to 2-1. Tigers kicked the first 3, but it's been a bit even since then. O'Meara's there as well for Otway Districts, but it'll be another ball up. Ross the boss. Oh. He was lurking. He wanted to pay a hold in the ball, didn't he?
He wasn't far away.
So another ball up again. Avery up against Foster. Here's a chance now for Boynton. Went forward, but picked up here by Salmon. Kicks the ball into the middle of the ground there. Coots was there. He's picked up here by Daffy. Got the hand pass over the top. Here's a chance now for Regan Brown, who just launches the ball inside the forward 50. Buckwell couldn't take the mark. Here's O'Meara. Right forward pocket. He's kicked.
Good effort.
Kensett sort of stopped it, and it's gone out of bounds. Sorry, it was Kroll, and it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing. Gee, that was a good look there by O'Meara.
It was, and it was on target too.
Those little kicks.
Yeah, Kroll just managed to get his hand to it and force it out of bounds.
Boundary throwing right up against the point post here. Here's a chance now again. Got the hand pass out. Mulgrew drops it. Sutherland. Kick was smothered. Kensett's lurking. He's got the footy. He's tackled there by Hapgood. And there'll be another ball up.
He's not an easy man to get down either, Lukey Kensett. He normally goes through at 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, tough as nails. What year did he win the reserves BNF in the league? It was 2016, 2017?
I was around about that time, I think, yeah.
Here's a chance now. Barry wearing the famous number 5 today, Jamie Barry.
Good numbers. Good players wear number 5.
Yep, bangs the ball. Kicks inside the middle of the ground, and Reed takes a good class over centre. Mark of the day. He kicks down to centre half forward. Couldn't take the mark there as Richie's. Here's a chance now for Cameron. He overruns the ball. Picked up there by Brown. Got it back to Cameron, back to Brown. Cameron's got the footy again. Hand pass was in a real hot pursuit. Here's a chance now for Leishman. He's tackled by Hapgood. Gee, it's a hot football now. Daffy got the hand pass over the top to Gunning. Gunning's got the football. Stolen again. Chance now for Richies, but he's been stolen again. Chance now again for trying to kick in the middle of the ground. Here's Craddock. Craddock's got the footy for Otway.
He's a defensive side of the centre. His kick was well smothered, but he's got plenty of time to pick it up. Bands it to McKenzie. Got dealt with down the ground. Should have been a free kick. Good lead and a good mark. Taken on that occasion there by, well, I think it's Avery. I'm not sure who that is, but we'll come back to it anyway.
Yeah, so he's not on the team sheet.
So he'll wind up from 50, puts it to the hot spot. Melgrew, where is Melgrew? He's in that pack there somewhere. Boyington wraps it. He got dumped into the turf. Clean according to the umpire. And we're going to get a ball up.
Yeah, no 38 on Play HQ. That's a $50 fine. Thank you. Ching.
So ball thrown up. Foster got up early. Sutherland lurking as well. You have to kick a goal this season, either, Stewie Sutherland, so he's desperate for one. He's desperate to get this ball out. Barry punches it forward, but only as far as Daffy. He's dispossessed. Taken away by Boyington, tackled heavily. Play on to call. Ball up yet again.
Around the grounds, thanks to Thinkwater, LV 2-2-14, Imps 1-2-8. And Birregurra 1-1-7, South yet to score. Illawarra 1-6, Eagles yet to score.
Boyington crunched into the turf.
Jeez, he's copped some big hits, Drew.
He's copped about 4 or 5 decent ones in this first quarter, but he's tough as nails, we know that. Gee, he's good to listen to on when he's in the pre-game, and I listened a few times in the huddles of some of the games, and there he is going and after against Sutherland. Gee, nearly got taken high. He's got taken yet and never ball up. So ball's just hanging around Otway's 50 at the moment. But can they get some reward at it? Salmon just hacks the hand pass out of there. Craddock mupped up by Hapgood. Tackled nicely. Got the hand past it originally in the end. Taken away by McVilly. His kick went sideways. Sutherland dispossessed here. Gee, it's a hot footy to be won around half forward here for Otway. There's about 20 players surrounding the footy here. Burnett's lurking as well. Umpire surely has to come in and sort it out again. Surely, which he will. And we get a ball up out of that as well.
Geez, the Stevcom stat that's really telling in this first quarter is the number of hitouts. The amount of stoppages is incredible.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, AJ, lucky you don't do tackles on the stat sheet because he'd be right through the roof at the moment. Here's another one. Hapgood threw it out in the end, really. But they break it through McVilly to Simpson to Young. Oh, just had a fumble there. Dynehaven are away. But De Jong mops up, though, however. He just hacks the kick to centre half forward. Jennings got in front, attacked it nicely. Gets around a couple of Otway defenders. Chipping inside 50. That's a nice ball.
Good kick.
Nice play. And a good mark taken and a shot for goal coming up. 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. That was a good build-up there. Just broke it out of nothing, really, didn't he?
Oh, just good vision from Jono Jennings. His experience there. He didn't panic, and he just kicked it beautifully out in front of a teammate.
We'll try and find who it is, actually, from about 40 out. He struck it all right. It's going across the face. Harding pushed someone in the back. He's giving it a free kick. He was there, Pete. It was there.
Come on, give it to Whopper.
And I think he knew straight away. And Marnie will get the free kick in the last side of the fence here. The president, who kicked 10 on this ground a couple of years ago. Here he goes short, finds Trotter. So important here for Otway not to concede a goal before quarter time because they've done well to get themselves back into it. Chipping ball finds Abraham. Trying to run hard to receive the handball. Buzzy got himself into all sorts of mess, and he's coughed up the handball. Jennings right forward pocket! Has he kicked it?
I reckon he has.
He has.
He has! There you go. There was a bit of a lull in the crowd, and he's kicked a ripper from the boundary line as Jono Jennings. Goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Gee, Otway made an absolute mess of it. They're running out of defence. Had the right option there with Abraham. We're trying to receive the hand park back, but Trotter absolutely made a mess of it. And Jennings says, thank you very much. I'll go back and kick his first for the afternoon. And the one Otway did not afford to concede. They're 5-1-31 Simpson. D's 2-1-13 margin, 18 points. We approach the 24-minute mark of this first quarter, Pete.
Yeah, great finish there from Jono Jennings. A very acute angle, but just took his time. He had no other option but to have the shot for goal, and he nailed it.
All these stoppages, maybe we'll get a 38-minute quarter.
Don't talk about that, Pete.
Yeah, no.
Gunning wins the tap out, and it'll be another ball up. Imps, 1 goal, 6-12. LV3220, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard around the ground. So 1-6 to 3-2 at the Western Oval. It's a chance for the Tigers. Kicked off the ground. Launches it inside the forward 50. Richies couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance here for Jono again. Hand passes to Richies. Snaps, and misses the lot. Bounces centimetre perfect in front of the boundary line, and it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing deep inside the Tigers forward 50. But again, pressing on this very impressive start.
There's a conference here, boys. There is a conference.
It definitely bounced before the line.
Yeah, it did bounce before the line. Yep, they're throwing it.
So boundary throwing deep inside the Tigers forward 50. On top of the goal square. Jono tried to go that.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Wasn't the designated ruckman. Dino Marty's got the free kick. Got the hand pass over the top to Trotter. The D's working out of defence. There's a free kick. There's a whistle.
No, what's going on? They're going to bring it back.
Blood rule, I think, on what's going on.
Dean Marnie's out. Has to go off. So Mackenzie's going to take the free kick. In defence, he's going to switch it to the grandstand side. Oh, no, I thought it was Dean that was going off. What's going on here?
I'm not sure what's going on.
Dean Marnie's going to go back to Big Al. Mackenzie's got it in the back line. He's playing a bit of kick-to-kick at the moment, Otway. Kick looking for Craddock, went over his head. Hapgood missed times it, and it's gone out of bounce. And there'll be another boundary throw-in, almost near our commentary position here.
Not
at
far
Jelly
off.
Brand, that we parked in front of the netball courts, next to one of the light towers here. Boundary throw-in here. Gunning up against Ackley. Gunning wins the tap out.
Oh,
gee, that was a big play.
Wow.
Well, he did try to defend.
He spotted it, Dougie Evans.
Tried to fend him off 3 times. So there's a free kick. Dynehoven goes inbound and he finds Jono Jennings. Jennings now kicks inbound. He's got to play it loose. He's got to play it loose.
Oh, kick up the siren.
And there's a play that's taken the mark, and Geordie Richards. And he'll have a shot directly in front. After the quarter-time siren. Tigers have already got 5 on the board. And this for number 6 after a pretty impressive start by Simpson.
Simpson have come from the clouds, boys, in the Agro netball and won by 1 goal over Otway. They've come from nowhere.
So Richie's just after the quarter-time siren for the Tigers, 6.
Oh,
he goes back and he kicks it.
Magnificent.
What a quarter by the Simpson Footy Club. And they lead this Hastbury Shield on Let's Talk Colac round 6-1-37 to 2-1-13 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We'll take our quarter-time break here on Mix FM. It's the Tigers leading by 24 points.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Birregurra 1-2-8. Sorry, Drewy.
That's all right. Half time at Gold Coast. The Suns lead Melbourne by 24 points as we're back underway here to start the second term. Thanks to Minerva Foods, with the Tigers going about their business nicely with a 6-2 opening term. Mulgrew dispossessed without the footy. Should get a free kick, and he will. Ground softened the foot, but it looks a beautiful condition out there.
So Mulgrew's obviously moved up the ground, Pete.
Yes.
They need the
Sorry, I was just adjusting put my glasses.
Come on, AJ. Keep looking for Sutherland in front there. Kroll did a good job. Punched the ball away. Here's Rook. I think it ricocheted off Mackenzie's head.
He's got no idea where
He had no idea where it was, Alan Mackenzie. And fair to say, I don't blame him, because that ball could have went anywhere.
The old 1%.
It was.
So you don't know that you did.
Yeah, boundary throwing in now. So he's going to be at the stoppage with Al going back. So boundary throwing here.
And Cam Hapgood thought it was hilarious.
There was a ripper of a Falcon last night, the SCG. Sutherland over the top of the footy. McVilly might have caught one there, I think. He looks okay. Sutherland tackled by Kensett to the turf. We'll get a ball up 40 around from the D's goal here. So but need the first couple here Otway to start the second quarter. Gunning. I think beaten to it by Ackley on that occasion. Hacked out of there by Kroll at a defensive 50. Daffy couldn't quite trap it cleanly. Reid, Larson. And a good tackle there. And we'll get another ball up there. Just up the ground. Gus Hawkes there. Picks himself up. Gunning got in front again. Won the tap down. Mulgrew. Gunning, well played to Daffy. Stacking forward inside 50. Good, well done, Sutherland. Read the play nicely. Might be too far out to score. He's 55 out. Keep looking for Bucker. Was he held? Not according to the umpire. Lurking again that time, Hapgood. He's tackled over the line by Darcy Leishman. We get a boundary throw in yet again. So left foot pocket here for Otway. And the margin's 24 points as we tick past the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, all thanks to Minerva Foods here on this Lex Talk Colac round here on CDFNL Live this afternoon.
Boundary throwing deep inside the D's, forward 50. Gunning wins the tap out. Here's a chance for Boynton. Had his head ripped off 3 times, umpire. And it'll be a ball up.
Champ.
Yep. Didn't have his Otway jumper on that time, did he, Pete?
No.
Good to see. Umpire throws it back up. Gunning wins the tap out against Ackley. Ball slips out to Daffy. Daffy snaps. Daffy snaps. Ooh. Misses. One behind.
Daffy duck. Missed that one.
Yes.
Nick Daffy's son's quite a player too, apparently, Pete.
Yeah, I've heard he's playing private school footy down at Geelong.
Sydney Swan legend, Nick Daffy.
I think he goes to grammar in Geelong, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Ball kicked out of defence. Here's now De Jong trying to keep it alive in front of Brown. He sends it inside their forward half here. McKenzie almost flew high and took a great mark. Chancey now for Dienhoven. Hand pass looking for Salmon. McVillie's there as well. Oh. McVillie ends up picking up the football, but it's been stolen by Big Al McKenzie. He was possessed. Boyington could take the mark. Chance here for Darcy Leishman, though. The quarterback for the Tigers sends it out of the defensive half again. Almost stolen there by Avery. Here's a chance now again for the Tigers. Gus Hawks is there, but it's been packed around this one. It'll be another ball up on centre wing on the outer side. So, Otway Districts 2-2-14. Simpson at 6-1-37. Second quarter here. Minerva Foots. Second quarter, Rook trying to pick up the footy. Stance used there. Rook does pick up the footy now. Jaden sends the ball to centre half forward. Finds a teammate.
Mitchy Reid.
And Reid's got the footy, kicked a couple in the first quarter. Here's a chance now for Whopper. Gets off the leash, snaps around the body, and he kicks A behind. He got a little bit too
he did.
Jack Rewaldy about that celebration. Started to celebrate the point.
Yeah, he did clap early, so, yeah.
6-2-38. Maybe he was clapping in disgust. 6-2-38 to 2-2-14. Tigers leading Otway Districts.
Tried to bring the ball back into play here for the D's. He runs about 10 metres. Kick is a good one. Finds Abraham just on the third bite.
Made hard work of it.
He did indeed. Gets it by hand to Sutherland. He kicked the centre half forwards. Okay. Good defensive work by Kensett. McKenzie come barging through. Nicely picked up. Hand pass for Burnett. Was he taken out of it illegally? No. Bouncing towards the 35. He was shoved in the back. No free kick. Getting back in numbers here, Otway. Lurking is Hapgood. Ball pinned about 20 metres out from goal, and we'll get a ball up. They do work that one okay, did Otway, from defence to attack quickly. So ball up here to take place here. The D's need the first couple, you would think. Gunning on the tap. Lurking on this occasion. Burnett, good tackle. That's a very good tackle.
Great tackle.
That should have been on the footy, and he's going to forget it. Well done, good umpiring, and the boys are just getting a little bit arky at the moment.
Not happy.
There's a few, sort of like Rory Love from Aaron Francis from the SCG. They had a couple of fair dinkum cracks at each other. Kick there by McVillie, finds Darcy Leishman. He's got it on half back. That's a good ball. Reid's on fire today, Reid. He takes the mark and he quickly dishes it off to De Jong. De Jong's kicked the right half forward there. Probably one of his better kicks he liked back. Cameron gets back. That's a good tackle by Ritchie's. Over the line. Boundary throw in. Geez, Mitch Reid, I don't know what he had for breakfast, but certainly he's come to play today.
He's on fire.
4 marks, Stevcom stat sheet, Mitch Reid.
I think Imps were at their nose in front before against Elvie.
They lead by 16 now. Drew 5-6 to 3-2.
They've gone bang, bang. So Abraham. Long snapping ball. Boynton caught at the back. Well done, man in front. Good mark taken. Class Harbour centre mark of the day, and it's Brad Salmon wearing the number 24. Here he goes, short to Dienhoven. Recently played his 50th game recently. He's been told to go. He decides to chip it sideways. And Gussie Hawks now has it on the wing. Sutherland standing to mark. No one really coming at him, so he decides to kick it the right half forward. Simpson, Otway got on the numbers, however, and Al McKenzie comes in and takes an easy Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He read it really well off the kick. He started this quarter well as Al McKenzie back in the side today. Kick towards the wing position there. Salmon, good mark. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He's been told to go. I'm not sure why. Gives the by hand to Hawks. Kicks the centre half forward there. Otway got the numbers again, but they spoil each other. Pemberton comes in. Likewise on that occasion, Reid. Handball over the top there to Jennings. He dispossessed, but regains the footy. His kick was well smothered in the end by Avery. Ball bouncing towards the boundary, however. It stayed in. Now it's gone out. We've got a boundary throw in at left, in the left half forward flank for the Tigers.
Good start to this quarter. 7 minutes gone.
No one
Richardson Real Estate time clock.
No one been able to do any damage on the scoreboard, Max.
Very contested quarter. Johnny Jennings palms it forward. O'Meara overruns it. Here's a chance now for Mackenzie. Kicks out of the defensive 50, looking for Brown. He's got a race against De Jong. Dion's there under his hammer. Gee, smart, isn't he, Dion?
Brilliant,
Just
Dion.
got the hand pass over the top now. They work it out of that little stoppage. And he finds a teammate there in Pembleton. So the coach back in the side, missed last week's win against Apollo Bay. So Pembleton there, he kicks it inside the forward 50, but a good mark there by Jimmy Abraham. Class half a centre marker of the day in front of John O'Jennings. He bangs the ball in the middle of the ground looking for Daffy. Couldn't take the mark. Chance now again for the Tigers. Hawks through the corridor. Kicks, finds Dienhoven.
Gee, it's a game between the arcs at the moment.
It is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
No one
So-
can really get a clean entry inside 50.
Dienhoven loads up. Pembleton takes a good mark. So Gilbody up here, the Tigers. He kicks, looking for Whopper. Has a couple to beat. It's not going to be good on the run. Whopper, though, something gets ball on the boot. He's got ball on the boot. He's goal. The Whopper Mania strikes Jellybrand. Goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
I'm going to steal a catchphrase. Whoppermania's running wild here at Jellybrand.
It is. Great work by the big man there. Just shows just because he doesn't catch it in the air doesn't mean he's out of the contest, does it?
Well, that was one of his real big strengths. If the ball hits the deck, back in his peak, he was still good on the ground level. And any gold side, you got to stick with him. He's got his second. So Simpson now, 7-1, 7-2, 44 lead. Otway Districts 2-2, 14. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, 8.5 gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Dougie Evans to get us back underway once again. Ackley in the ruck. He's been good and he won another tap down. Pemberton dispossessed. O'Meara, was he lagged? Not according to the umpire there. Good handball under pressure there to Abraham. He laid a very good tackle, however. And we'll get another ball up here. Like to see Jimmy Abraham give it a bit more midfield time, I reckon, Pete.
Yeah, no, he's been... I think they've earmarked him as a midfielder, the big-body midfielder that they need.
Sutherland, he's speaking of big body. He comes through traffic. Nice handball to Burnett. His kick was well smothered by De Jong. Coming through now, Ackley's been very good. He guys had a good handball to De Jong. He's got all the time and space along the Jellybrand work reserve wing, and he kicks it up towards half forward. Not a great kick. Foster comes in. Mackenzie got in front. Sutherland puts it backwards. Dienhoven traps it nicely. Here they go again. Salmon, good handball to Dienhoven. He's chip kick inside 50, and he was dealt with down the ground. Didn't need to do that.
No.
And a shot for goal coming up there because Otway had the numbers behind the footy. And a shot for goal coming up here. I think it's Pemberton's got the shot on goal. 30 metres out, 45 degree. That's just silly errors when you're trying to get your way back into the game, Pete, and you do something like that. You just cannot afford to do it.
No, just undisciplined just to give away a goal like that. You'd think Pemberton would kick the goal from here, but how good's Ackley and De Jong been for Simpson?
Yeah.
They've been outstanding
Pemberton just
today.
kicked the 2 goals for this season. Kicked on the way. He's not bad. Just fading away late.
Pete.
I'm not going very well, am I, with my tips for goal kicking, but anyway.
Yeah, Mosneham.
7-3 plays 2-2 margin, 31 points.
They quickly got it out of the defensive zone, but Coots have just totally mopped that one up as Rook just comes barging through now. Gathers the football. Hair pass over top to Leishman. Got the hand pass over the top now. Here's a chance now for Foster. Has to wind up. He had the ball stolen out of his hands. Pickpocketed. And O'Meara's on the bottom of this pack. And be a ball up. Foster just had too much time from dropping the ball to the leg. And Otway were just able to steal the ball out of his hands.
I think in rugby they call it a strip, don't they? He stole it.
Correct,
Absolutely
Pete.
stole it.
Foster wins the tap out. He wins it again. I tell you what, he'd be a good volleyballer, old Bailey Foster. Salmon tackle to the ground and be a ball up.
It's getting willing out there at the moment.
Yeah, good game going on at Western Oval, boys. IMSA 5, 636, LV 5, 333. Eagles 3 straight 18, near Warraback 2-1-13 at the moment.
Umpire David Robertson, the youngest umpire ever to ever umpire, is out there today. He is. If we were going the reverse raffle, here's a chance now for Salmon. Salmon kicks to the right forward pocket. Pembleton's going to take the mark again. Right up against the boundary, though. Be a tough kick.
Lawn 7-2-44. Otway Apollo Bay 3-1-19. South 3-3-21. Berry 1-3-9.
Coach has a crack. He has a crack. It's going to go right to the goal line. Still alive here. Here's Sutherland. Bangs the ball out of the defensive 50. Might come back to Pembleton. Takes the mark or it's out of bounds on the full. Either one. Pembleton's got the footy. He's going to go inbound inside the forward 50. Couldn't take the mark, was Dynhoven. Hand pass looking for De Jong. He's tackled there by Brown on the left forward flank. Going to be another ball up.
Otway under enormous pressure inside their defensive 50, aren't they? They just can't get the ball clear.
Well, every time they bang it out, someone takes the mark from the Tigers, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, under really no time at all to get rid of possession, don't they?
Foster wins the tap out, comes out to Sutherland though. He's gang tackled like normal, always in the bottom of the pack. Here's a chance now for Dynhoven. Dribbling play, Boyington's there. Big pack around this one. Whopper steals it.
Yes.
Jono drops it. He drops the cup, but he picks up the ball and he kicks behind.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Golden opportunity missed there.
Play the Benny Hill music and that sort of passage you play there. 7 goals, 446. Simpson, 2-2-14. Otway Districts, we've gone 12.5 on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
So Otway have got the numbers back inside their defensive 50, but when they kick it out, they've got no one to go to.
Only got 2 players, nearly 4 players inside Otway's forward half at the moment. Try to go to the other side. That's a nice kick here, and O'Meara marks and quickly takes off. Kick to the wing, possession's all right. Gunning's marked it. Boynton's just come off the bench and he's ignored him. Well, he's found him now. He wasn't going that way. So Boynton now marks, plays on, kick. Abraham's run back really hard and takes a really good mark. Class half centre mark of the day. And he'll go back and surely should go back and have a shot for goal. It was good, clean play, one end of the ground to the other. And Jimmy Abraham, we all know how he's got that much X factor about him. He'll go back from about 20 metres out and well within kicking distance.
Yeah, good contested mark there from Jimmy Abraham.
Kicked the goal last week and probably one of their better plays easily. 15 metres out, comes in and kicks a goal. And the D's get a very important goal of that. And it's also a premium group painting play of the day as well. They went from one end of the ground to the other. It was really good to see. They go to 3-2-20. They're just hanging around at the moment. Simpson is 7-4-46 with Jamie Abraham's first goal, and that's only his 4th goal for the year, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Yeah, they had so many numbers back that every time they went to kick it forward, you thought they were going to have no one, but they just ran forward so hard that they just managed to find an option every time, and that was a nice bit of play.
That was the stuff they did a little while ago when we were here last time against Apollo Bay. Around the ground, South Colac 3-3-21. Birregurra 2-3-15, Illawarra back 3-1-19, Western Eagles 3 straight 18. It's Otway 3-2-20 here, Simpson 7-4-46. Foster's got the footy in the middle of the ground for the Tigers, but he's tackled by Mulgrew when he was ball up.
In the Agro netball, boys, Simpson came from behind to defeat Otway 40-39, and the Bombers defeated Eagles 67-47 in Rhiannon White's 250th game.
Absolute champion of the CDFNL, Rhiannon White.
She'll be a life member by any tick of the clock, I would imagine. She'll be a first ballot one, I would have thought.
So free kick in the middle to Ferrari for the D's. So an opportunity to go inside the forward 50 again. Mulgrew couldn't take the mark. Chance now for Hapgood, just drops the ball. O'Meara, hand pass. Daffy, left forward pocket. Boyington, snaps. It's going to the top of the goal square.
No!
There's a drop mark there by Kensett. He's trying to pick up the football. Hapgood's there as well. As Anderson gathers the footy, kicks out of defence, and he finds a teammate there. They try and work it out through McVilly. McVilly launches it out for the Tigers. Almost stolen. Coots is there as well. Stacks on this one. Coots trying to gather that out of that rugby skirmish, but it's going to be ball up about 50 out, 55 out from the Demons' goal. They're on the outer side in between the two interchange boxes. So 46-20. Tigers leading this one by 26 points. Salmon, hand pass. Overruns it was McVilly. Daffy, Boyington trying to lead his side back in this ball game. Shane Boyington, it's going to be another ball up.
He's been in everything today, the coach, hasn't he?
He has, look, he's just a hard worker.
Absolute stoppage central game, isn't it? Ball kicked, comes inside the forward 50 somehow. Goes in there. Bouncing ball. Anderson, the only one that holds his feet, and he kicks nice and short, finds Darcy Leishman. So Leishman still has to wear the long sleeves. Ball kick beautifully.
Nice
finds
kick,
Riley McVilly. Kicks now to centre half forward. Finds Leishman in Tom. Tom now puts it inside the forward 50. Looking for Whopper, but it's stolen there by Big Al McKenzie. Class over centre mark of the day by Big Al. And he kicks and he finds Cameron.
Marks it in the defensive 50 again, so he decides to go over the top. Missed the target there, trotted here, turnover. Kick back inside 50 by De Jong, kill kick and finds Reed again. He's everywhere. here at Jellybrand. He's got Jennings on, but he's decides to go to him now. He's got about 30 metres in the clear. I don't know how they leave him by himself, particularly with the player that Jono Jennings. We all know what his player he's like, and he'll go back and have a shot 30 metres out. Again, bit of lazy defending there, Pete.
It was, yeah. No, they just gave him too much space. So do you want me to tip whether he's going to kick or miss this one?
Well, don't say Susan. And Jennings comes in, and he has kicked the goal. He's second. And Simpson sneak away yet again. And they go on to 8-4-52. Otway Districts are 3-2-20. And we've played nearly 17.5 minutes in the Richardson's Real Estate time clock. Second quarter, all thanks to Minerva Foods, Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. That's his second goal for the afternoon, Pete Mulheron.
Is that a bit of rain, Pete?
It is a bit of rain, yeah, so we could be in for a wet second half.
Stop with your rain dancing, Pete.
Yeah, I'll just...
It rains, Pete's getting nude on his swivel chair.
Oh, no. Mitch Reid on the Stevcom stat sheet, 5 marks for the game so far, boys.
Oh, yeah, it is a bit of rain now.
Yeah, they've really controlled this game in this quarter, but they haven't got the full reward on the scoreboard.
Gunning wins the tap out. O'Meara runs the football. Mulgrew hair passes the Burnett. Gets through his opponent. Bangs it inside the forward 50. Salmon overruns the footy. Kenzie got the hair pass. O'Meara steals. O'Meara snaps. But he snaps a point. The little man.
That deserved better.
He was a bit unlucky. He ran into his own teammate.
Yeah.
He had the run and he had to avoid his own teammate and had to snap around the corner.
Him and Boynton are just goalers, aren't they?
They are.
So that's how you describe the players.
Honest tries, aren't they? Yeah.
So Leishman,
better than tries.
3-3-21 Otway Districts, 8-4-52. Simpson Reid got the hair pass out. Here they go. Look at this. Jaden Rook's got the football now. Kicks the centre half forward. Richies couldn't take the mark. Dynhoven overruns it. Mulgrew as well. Richie puts in a bit of chase. Mulgrew got the hair pass over the top now. Chancey now for Brown.
Oh.
Brown's kick. I don't know if we intended that, but there's a couple of players loose on the outer side wing. O'Meara got the hair pass over the top now. Good work by the D's. Working in the middle. So this is Boyington, the coach. Winds up. He's got Abraham loose. Abraham takes the mark just inside the 50.
Well done by Abraham. He sprinted away from the contest there and he ran really, really hard to get back and be in the goal-kicking distance as well. Distance should not be a problem, I wouldn't think.
Just on the Stevcom stat sheet, boys, Jimmy Abraham now 5 marks for the game.
So he'll kick this probably right on the 50, 45-degree angle.
He's got a lot of X-factor about him.
Kicking to the canteen end of the ground here at Jellybrand, where you probably would see Peter Hickey 95% of the time here when he's at the ground. Abraham goes back, makes the distance.
Oh.
And they were trying to sell it, weren't they? They were trying to sell it. But it's a behind to Jimmy Abraham.
Looked good off the boot.
It did, but great vision there from Boyington. Just didn't waste that possession at all and gave Abraham the chance, but unfortunately couldn't capitalise on it.
Margins 5 goals. Otway 3-4-22. Simpson 8-4-52. As Ackley takes the mark.
He's been good today, Ackley.
I like his one sock up, one sock down way. It's the old school mentality. He's a good, genuine ruckman.
Yes, please.
Flew high there.
He got over his teammate.
Louis Dynhoven took a great class up centre mark of the day. Leishman sends the ball forward.
Whopper.
Here comes the chance there for Jono. Jono now winds up, kicks for his third. He's got his third.
He loves it.
Jono Jennings goal at Acre Tender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Jono's got his third. We hit time on and Simpson lead by 6 goals, 9-4-58 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Otway 3-4-22 and 20.5 gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock.
Yeah, good passage of play there from Simpson, but started with the hanger on the wing and number 1.
Louis Dynhoven.
Louis Dynhoven.
Yep.
Yeah, great grab, and he used the ball really well, played on straight away and really opened the Otway defence right up, didn't it?
Yeah, so I'll be back in front and at the Western Oval. They lead by a point there at the moment here. Eagles back in front against the Bombers. And South still holding a 13-point lead and Lawn up by about 5 goals against Apollo Bay. So some good games going on around the traps at the moment. O'Meara trapped it nicely. Hacks the kick towards half forward there. Courage personified there was Kensett. He wraps the footy now. Got the hand pass just, but it's been turned over. Gunning runs inside. 50 to big man. 45 metres out, and he missed it.
Oh, there's been some near good goals, hasn't there?
There has been. That was a nice turn of speed from Gunning, wasn't it?
Yeah, he needed to nail that goal, but great turn of speed.
Yeah.
Get him into the next World Championships or whatever they
Absolutely,
are.
Yeah, he might have to race against Gout.
Yeah, I know. He was very, very good during the week too. Gout over in Europe. So Darcy Leishman goes over the top to Salmon. Playing a bit more of a half-back role in recent weeks. He kicks to the wing position here. Up very, very early on that occasion was Hawks. Couldn't quite bring down the mark, but lays a very good tackle. Ball pin, we'll get a bull up and read that score. It is Simpson 9-4-58. They lead Otway Districts 3-5-23s. Certainly Otway have had a few looks at goal in this second quarter, but haven't been able to capitalise. De Jong tacks it there. Hand pass went astray and it went out of play, so boundary throw in there. Netball winners today, the Tigers come from behind to defeat the D's by 1 goal. I think Otway led for the majority of that, and Neil about continue on their winning ways. They defeated the Western Eagles by 20. The Bombers ticking along beautifully as they look to go one bit into what they did in 2024. McVilly hacks the kick forward inside 50. He ran really hard there. Good tackle by O'Meara there. Good contest, ball pin. And we'll get another ball up just at centre half forward here for Simpson. And they play Aurora back next week as well. And of course the D's travel down to the Bay to take on the Hawks before the bye. Got up very early on that occasion for Ferrari. Abraham to Boyington. He's been good today in this first half. Kicked in the middle of the ground. No mark taken. Well attacked by Salmon. His hand pass was well swimming by Trotter. Hacks the kick forward there. Burnett onto like a seagull on a chip, and he hacked it off the ground inside 50. Bouncing towards the forward pocket. Leishman come to meet it. Burnett racked really hard, but Cole's up to the task. Ball spilled out. Comes out to Hapgood. Through traffic. That's on the footy. Well defended by the Tigers defence. And Darcy Leishman wins himself a free kick in the back pocket. Great defence by the Tigers.
Leishman kicks, finds Dynovan. Just come down from that mark he took on the wing about 5 minutes ago. Sends the ball to centre half forward. Big pack around this one. There's your half-time siren. So the Tigers continued in that second quarter like they did in that first. The domination. They 9-5-58 to 3 goals. 5-23. It's a 6-goal, just under a 6-goal lead. Jono Jennings has got 3. Whopper's got 2. Mitch Reed's got 2. All singles for Otway Districts. Pete Mulherron, before we go to half-time, any words of whatever you saw?
Oh, it was nice half a footy there from Simpson. They really got led by Noel Ackley in the ruck, I thought, and their on-ballers really controlled the ball, and most of that half was played inside their forward 50. Their half-back line was nearly impenetrable across there, wasn't it? Their intercept marking, and Otway really need to find a target to take a mark inside their forward 50 there. That's where they're falling down at the moment. But
see Gold Coast on the Rex Hunt scoreline before we go to a break. 11-11-77. Lord Nelson to Melbourne. 6-10-46. 31 points in front. The Suns spending about 20 minutes into the third term now. We'll take a break here from Jellybrand. Back with more after this with the Tigers in control at the moment. They're up by 35 points.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Hey, guess what's tonight? First versus 18th, Pete.
Oh,
Collingwood and West Coast.
There you go.
At Marvel. So
Sammy Mulgrew, loose man in the back line.
So we'll kickstart the third term. Pete, there's a good kick out there by Simpson and finds Mitchie Reid, who
replay the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, rinse and repeat. Goes inside 50. Beautiful. And Richie's in the hole, takes the mark, 45 metres out, but decides to touch off. Here comes Harding, he fell over. And Marnie there as well, keeps the ball in. He stayed in, gets a hand pass over the top to Trotter, nicely done. So the D's are going to work their way to the defence. Runs his full measure, kick to the wing position there, centimetre perfect, boundary throw in.
So just on Mitch Reid, boys, 7 marks on the Stevcom stat sheet.
Pete, do you reckon every time that ball's going to just bounce and maybe Shane Warne leg break, Whopper's just going to like, mate, that hamstring, you're going to stay there?
He looks very tentative. I'm not sure it's 100%, to be honest, when you look at him move towards the ball.
It's confidence.
Yeah,
gunning the tap, rode by Abraham, gave it to Burnett. He was tackled. We'll get a ball up. by Darcy. The tackle there by Darcy.
This jump, it hasn't really been a big clash, isn't it? Like, I thought it was going to be pretty bad, but...
Gutting.
Yeah, the backs are completely different, aren't they?
Had good by the hand pass away. Burnett pushed over it by Donhoven. Melgrew well played to Burnett. Burnett attacking, kick up towards half forward. Salmon went to ground. Here's a chance for the D's. They can Riccardo attack, but they can't. Kroll, good enough to get the hand pass through traffic. Pemberton's been really good, the coach. He's tackled this time. Did he dive on top of it? No, he did not. Ball up. Centre half forward here for the D's, who I reckon if they any chance of winning this game, they need to be within at least 3 goals. They trail by 35 at the moment. Sutherland gets through traffic with ease and hacked the kick forward inside 50, and it worked okay. And O'Meara's marked it directly in front, 30 metres out, and this is a big kick of goal.
Yeah, important kick here from O'Meara. They need to hit the scoreboard early in this second half to get themselves back in the game.
So Connor O'Meara has kicked 5 goals for the season.
Better on the run, Drew. Here we go.
You started already.
Better on the run in the forward pocket.
Comes in from 35. This is a big kick for the number 35. Kick on the way. Looks all right off the boot. It's just going to fall short by a couple of metres. Ball stayed in. Kensett there lurking again. He's tried to desperately to lock this ball in, and he's successful in doing so. We'll get a ball up right next to the goal line, 5 metres out from goal.
Well, that sun disappeared for the afternoon, but it's struck back in a beautiful second half. We thought we were going to get a bit of rain, Pete.
Yeah, no, the rain's gone, I'd say, by the feel of the weather.
Probably rain in the next 10 minutes after you
yeah,
said
probably.
See your clothes are back on now, Pete.
Ball gone out of there quickly. De Jong at half-back, mops up. Good handball to his skipper, McVilly. Chain of handballs there. Donhoven just had a momentary fumble. Just hacked the kick forward towards the wing position there. Melgrew tried to pick it through there. He did well to get there over the line now to play a boundary throw right near the interchange gates. Where's Pete Hickey today?
Oh, who knows?
There's a luncheon on somewhere.
Oh, of course he would be.
He's at the Colac North Shore game in Geelong.
Well, they want to be avoiding us after what we reviewed in the pre-game.
Oh, you're lucky he's not here. Ball's down, gunning. Ball pinned. We'll get another ball up here.
The biggest teddy bear in Colac, Pete.
Oh, now we heard it all. So, ball thrown up on the wing. Geez, we've thrown more bombshells out than what 60 Minutes have had this year.
Yeah, you've got to also put on top about the Love God show that
no.
at 2 a.m. back in these glory days on radio.
What year was that, AJ?
Oh, it was about 2008, Drew.
Ah.
Long time ago.
In your prime.
Stuff you could have talked about at 2 a.m. in 2008
Gee,
when your show's called The Love God.
Imagine that happening in 2025. You'd get kicked off the air in about 2 episodes. Free kick being taken, and the kick will be taken by Brett de Jong on centre wing.
So de Jong's got the footy, launches at the centre half forward, sunbathed, Jellybrand. Reid up against the boundary.
Yes!
And he kicks a ripper. He's kicked 3 of the best. Goal at A contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages Goal of the Day.
Let's repeat from the first quarter.
Yeah, he's having a glorious afternoon, Mitchie Reid. Drew picked him for first goal, and he's just been unstoppable since.
He just hasn't looked back.
Simpson go to 10 goals, 464 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Otway Districts are 3-5-23. It's a 41-point ball game.
Pete.
4.5 gone.
Moment that left the boot, that was always going through.
Whopper was clapping it 20 metres out. But, look, we've seen Mitchie Reid play some good footy off half-back, but I haven't seen him play as a forward before. So this is a real revelation for us here.
To kick only 1 goal for the season for today. He's kicked 3 in a bit over 2 quarters of football. Free kick being picked out for a throw. And it's going to go to Abraham of Otway. Centre of the ground here at Jellybrand under bright sunshine. Good news, Pete. There's some showers forecast tomorrow.
Is there? Well, that's good.
Bad day tomorrow.
Yeah, Abraham, good kick inside. 52-1 should favour Buckwell. Fired a shot. Stands here front and centre and did nicely. Explode away from the pack. Received the 1-2 there from a chance there for shot for goal. Burnett getting back. Oh, nearly a bad collision. O'Meara got tackled high. And he's going to win himself a free kick there. In fact, it was Daffy that gave to him past the Stanciu. And O'Meara, much closer than this occasion. He should go back and surely will kick, you would think.
Do you want me to predict this one?
I reckon you can pencil this one in. Use pencil, though, Pete, not pen.
Rightio.
It's like the record.
It's in the book. It's in the book.
Not like the shot of goal. I saw one on the reserves earlier, which we'll get to a little later on. So O'Meara comes in. Surely. He won't miss this from here, and he doesn't. So Otway get the quick reply. He gets his first, and he's a ripper, Connor O'Meara. You like to have him on your side. They go to 4-5-29 Otway Districts. They trailed by that same margin at what it was at half-time, 35 points. Simpson at 10-4-64. We played 6 minutes in this Sports Power Colac. Third term on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, Pete Mulhera, and that was well worked there by the D's forward line.
Yeah, it was. He's just a hard worker, Connor O'Meara. There's not much of him. He's only a little fella, but he gets in and under, and he's been really good nearly every time we see Otway play.
He was good last week.
He was.
Think water around the grounds in the Coastal Cup. Lawn 10-9-69, Apollo Bay 3-1-19. That's the only game that's clicked into the third quarter so far this
Lemon chicken.
Yes. Here's a chance now for gunning on ground level. Hand pass the credit. Can the D's get back-to-back goals and try to fight back in this Hastbury Shield game? Another ball up here on Let's Talk Colac round.
I'll tell you what's a very underrated meal, boys. Nasi goreg. It's sort of like a fried rice. It is beautiful.
It's not underrated. It is elite.
Beautiful. I went to one of the pubs after we finished the game last week, and it was magnificent.
Matty Zerpo offering some fun.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks, Matty. Nice little refreshing throat there, ball. Kicks inside the 450 and trying to takes a good defensive mark. Class Harvest Centre marker today. Switches to Geordie Craddock.
He's
Craddock
been good
now
today.
On the move. He has. Kick now to centre win. Good chop off there by Hawks. He's a chance now. There's Abraham, falls onto the ground. Picked up here by McVilly. Goes by hand. Looking for Ackley. Picks up the footy. Old school footballer, isn't he, Noah Ackley? Stolen here by the other old school in Al McKenzie. Got it to the other old schooler in Stewie Sutherland, but he's tackled. And it'll be a ball up. Tell you what, he's looking more and more like Ned Kelly every time I see him, Stewie Sutherland. That beard.
He'll turn up in a tin hat one day.
He will. He looks like a guy that lives in the bush here at Jelly Brand.
Oh, dear.
Ball kicked off the ground by Avery, but it was smothered. Chance now for Abraham. He's tackled, and it'll be another ball up. Still in the middle of the ground here at Jelly Brand. 4-4-28 Otway Districts. 10 goals, 4-64 Simpson. The Tigers have been dominating from the word go. As Salmon kicks a very high ball. Bouncing ball in the middle of the ground. Leishman falls over. Stacks on this one. And it'll be another ball up again in the middle of the ground. Ferrari picks himself up. Another ball up again. There was Ackley wins the tap out. Salmon gets the hand pass out. Stolen. Here's Coots.
Gone.
And he's been pinned on the footy. Free kick goes the way of the Tigers. So Mitchie Reid with the footy. He's kicked 3 goals this afternoon. Kicks. And he finds Dinehoven on the lead. So Louis Dinehoven kicks inbound. And McVilly takes the mark in front of McKenzie. Just outside the 50, but looks like he's going to go back and try and see if he can kick the super goal here. Riley McVilly. About 55 metres out from goal.
He's gone back like he's confident of covering the distance.
Bit of a Glenn McGrath run up. So about 55 out. Goes Bushka. It's going. It's going. Whopper's there.
Goal.
It's goal.
Gas
kicks a goal. It all went off the hands of Whopper. Dropped on Gas's foot. And he kicks a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
It's all emotion. I thought there'd be a bit more celebration there.
Yeah, so did I. I thought it must have been through, but good work there from Whopper. Tapped it back in, and young Gas, he got in the right spot. He was front and square and straight down onto the boot and bang.
He was on the gas.
It was on the gas.
11-4-70, 4-5-29 Simpson over Otway Districts. And we've gone 10 minutes in this third quarter thanks to Sports Bell, Colac and Richardson Real Estate Time Clock.
He's a nice size, that young Gas, isn't he?
Yeah, back in the middle we go here. So Sutherland wins the clearance up to centre half. 40's hand pass went looking for Salmon. He trapped it nicely to De Jong. To Tom Leishman by hand. He kicks towards the wing position there. Reid has been everywhere today. Applies some good pressure here. And he's going and after looking for the footy again. In fact, Gas wins it out. Boynton went to ground. It was an awkward one, but he got one and should get a free kick and he'll get it. Shane Boynton, him and the other coach Pemberton just say pleasantries. Gets a hand pass away down to O'Meara. He kick up towards half forward. Anstey underneath. A good punch away that time by Hawks. Here's it comes to Abraham. Great tackle on that occasion there by Kent. It saved a certain goal. Numbers still in dispute here for the D's if they can get one forward. Hack forward on this occasion. It's a bouncing footy here. Anderson did really well. He just trapped it nicely. Kicked out of defensive 50. Good mark. Abraham's taken a beauty. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He was between 4 players. And he just put the mitts in and just stuck to his hands. 55 out. Kicks to the hot spot on this occasion. Buckwell, who's been quiet, stands to you front and centre. Hands it up to Burnett. He has the fire at goal and kicks a goal of the day contender.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was well done by Alex Burnett. He becomes their first multiple goal kicker on the ground for the D's this afternoon. And they go to 5-5-35. Simpson 11-4-70. We played 11.5 minutes in this Sports Power Colour. Third turn, Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, and that's also a contender for the Premium Group Painting play of the day as well.
Yeah, good work there from Otway, but they just have to work so hard for their goals, don't they? There's nothing that comes easy. They just can't seem to get that easy grab inside forward 50 to go back and kick an easy goal. They've got to work hard to get the goal every time.
That play, Pete, was started by Jimmy Abraham's mark. Yeah. 6 marks on the Stevcom stat sheet.
A great contested mark too. He had the pack come forward onto him, but stuck his hands up and stood solid.
Think quarter around the ground. South Colac 37 leading Berrigara 30 as Burnett trying to get back-to-back goals for his side for the first time this afternoon. Bangs the ball forward. Barry's there for the Tigers. So's O'Meara. So the two players were in headgear. Here's Jamie Barry, Basilenko. He's tackled there by Buckwell, and it'll be a ball up.
So key forwards for Otway haven't really fired a shot, really, haven't they?
So Buckwell's been sent down the back line here as Ferrari's been thrown in the ruck for the D's.
On the footy.
And it's been pinned on the footy there against Rook. So Ferrari's got the free kick. Being told to move away. So Joel Ferrari now, he sends the ball inside the forward 50. Big pack around this one here. Off hands, Burnett. Can he get a third? This way, that way. He kicks it really high. He's going to bring back a bit of snow. Avery went to claim the mark. O'Meara, hand pass just for hope. Comes off hands. Leishman sends the ball out of defensive 50 for the Tigers. Here's Sutherland.
Nice
gets out of the tackle. He kicks inside the forward 50. Foster couldn't take the mark. Kensit's there. He's tackled. Chance for Gunning. Trying to gather the footballs. Abraham as well. Big pack around this one in the left forward pocket. And it'll be another ball up. Otway 35. Tigers 70. And we've gone 13.5 in this Sports Power third quarter.
So the D's pressing in again here. Doing everything they can to keep in this ball game at the moment. But as soon as longer the time ticks, the more let's get away from him. Stancia, who had a fresh air shot, couldn't take it. Comes out to De Jong. De Jong has to kick forward out of there, but he was dealt with down the ground by Craddock unnecessarily. And there's going to be a free kick here to Simpson. And it's going to go Hawks way, I think, which it will. So he's going to go towards in the centre of the ground. That's a nice kick into the corridor. Finds Jaden Rook. He marks it. Smack bang in the centre of the ground. He's tagging his options. Whopper's on a lead. Decides to go shorter to Dienhoven. Kicked the goal and took a rip and hanger in the second quarter. Goes inside 50. Here comes Whopper. He marks it. Nothing Marnie could have done about that one. And he's getting up a little.
He's a bit slow.
He's all right, Pete.
Yeah, I was a bit worried there for a second.
And he'll go back for
I have to go give him a massage.
Yeah.
He'll go back and kick it from 50. And he's already got a couple. And he'll go back and have a shot from about 50 metres out. This will definitely test the hamstring out.
So is he better on the run, Max?
No. Better on the snap, better on the set shot, not on the run. I don't ever seen him run, actually.
Comes in from 50. Not going to make the distance. He shanked it and then missed the goals by about 15 metres. Mulgrew cuts it off. Dienhoven there, tackled nicely by Mulgrew. He picks up the footy now. Nice through traffic. Hand pass to Burnett. Oh, he got himself into all sorts of trouble. And now they've got a problem. They have got a huge problem. Richie's great tackle rewards himself with holding the ball and a shot on goal. Otway was stuffing around in the middle in the defensive ground. They were trying to get out of it, but Simpson's forward pressure today has been outstanding. And Richie's has already kicked one. He'll go back from 30. He's about 5 to 10 in from the boundary.
Put a Bulldogs jumper on this fella and he looked like Ed Richards.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tell you what, he's not a little bad player too, is he?
He's going all right.
Geordie Richies, yeah.
Comes in. He's already kicked one. We're right behind him. Oh, magnificent. And he just lets him know about it as well. He kicks his second goal today.
You know about it.
And he let him real one about it. And I tell you what, there might be a little bit more happening here as well. Goal of the day contender. He's already kicked a couple. And there's a bit of argy-bargy. Sorry, Amy, goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That's what you want to do. Let your opponent know all about it and go back and kick your second. So to go to 12 goals 4, 76 to Otway District's 5-35. After all that, got a bit of willing there for a minute.
It did get a bit willing. I thought it was going to get out of hand for a second, but good work. He's been pretty lively up forward, Richie's, for Simpson.
He's kicked a couple and really played some good footy at times.
He's a strong body too, isn't he? But he moves pretty well.
Back in the middle now, so Foster's in the ruck now for the Tigers. There'll be another ball up.
Simpson have played this quarter really well, defensively and offensively, when they needed to, so they've played this really smartly.
So Foster again wins the tap out. What's happening now?
Free kick.
Free kick goes the way of the Tigers.
That ruck contest free kick, which everyone in the AFL's confused about.
Yeah.
Here's Leishman, kicks the centre half forward, over the head of everyone. Picked up the football there. Was Hawks. There's a chance now for Brown. Backwards hand past the Burnett. Through traffic. He goes by hand. Finds Mulgrew. Mulgrew has to get out of the tackler. Got that backwards hand pass to McKenzie. Back over top to Mulgrew. Mulgrew kicks.
Oh.
It's been turned over. Salmon with the footy. Winds up. Kicks looking for Whopper. Looking for Whopper Mania. Marnie. Good work there by the fullback in Dino Marnie. Kicks. Mulgrew takes the mark. So a real genuine one-on-one battle there between Harding and Marnie. And Dean Marnie, the president, one out there. And the Demons work it out of defence beautifully. So here's your chance now for Daffy. Kicks now to centre win. Finds a teammate on the outer side. So they're going to go now to centre half forward, but it's been turned over. Kensett takes the mark. So Kensett across the half-back line. What can he do with the football?
Oh, he's coughed it up.
He's coughed it up. It's been turned over. He's gunning with the football now for Otway. So the Demon now winds up. Kicks inside the forward 50. There's a
good
player
kick.
loose. Stance
nearly.
It just dropped short. Tried to claim the mark.
Half a
but it's
metre
gonna be a
short,
ball
wasn't
up.
it?
Yeah.
There's a right
Dived a little
option.
bit early.
Yeah.
So it'll be a free kick of ball up inside the forward 50 for the D's. Umpire throws it back up here. Sutherland underneath this one. It'll be another ball up. So we 12-4 to 5-5. 76 to 35 here at Jellybrand.
Free kick.
And it's going to be a free kick to the D's, the gunning.
Yep.
It is Rock Lotto, Pete, you're right.
Can you believe it? Otway in the last, I'm going to say since 2010, have only beaten Simpson once.
That was
Senior footy, and that was a couple of years ago in the last round where Dean Towers came back and played for him in your favourite footy jumper, Pete. The Violet Crumbles.
Violet Crumbles.
Oh, dear.
Gunning winds up. He's kicked. Shane
sprayed
gets to behind. 5-6-36 Otway. 12-4-76 the Tigers.
So maybe it's after Peter Hickey's carry on at that grand final, it might be the Peter Hickey curse that he's...
Oh, no.
You know something that we don't, Pete.
Curse.
So
like the Jeff Kennett curse.
Darcy brings the ball back in the plate. Salmon got underneath it. He's been paid the mark. I think it's Gas has got the mark, sorry.
Yeah, 2009, since 2009. So they won both games that year Otway against Simpson, but ever since then, Simpson have beat them every time.
He's kicked it to a 3-on-1, and Simpson somehow winning out. Pemberton swooped on it nicely. Chipping ball's a beauty. Finds Hawks. Decides to bide his time, and he's going to go over the top to Tom Leishman. He's marked it. He's been told to go, and he decides to kick it at the hot spot. Out comes Whopper. Got it right there. Yes. Wellgood was coming at him, and Harding just timed his lead perfectly. And he's going to go back for number 3, but he's directly in front this time, 30 metres out. And this for number 13 on the board for the Tigers.
He's certainly holding that hamstring.
Yeah, he is. I reckon he's not right, but good on him for getting out there and having a go today.
I tell you, he wants to win the goal kicking. I tell you, that's why the reason he wants to come back. He wants to win the goal.
Drew, you might rest him in the last quarter, do you reckon?
I don't know. He's going to go back for number 4. Winds up, and he has missed it. Through for one behind. So he's kicked 2 goals 2 so far today for Nick Harding. So that takes him on to 12 goals, 577. Sunset Strip. So Otway District's 5-6-36. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard.
Sunset Strip.
Around the ground, Stacey think quarter. LV 63 leading Imps 57.
Ooh.
South Colac 50 leading Berrigara 36. And Western Eagles 5 straight 30. Illawarra Biak are 6-3-39.
They're not out of it by any means.
No, they're
Good kicking. Lucky last, Lawn 14-11-95 leading Apollo Bay 3-1-19.
So Mulgrew to take the kicking duties here for Otway Districts here, and he's going to bring a go around. I think he'll go to the other side, Max, which he will.
He will. Mulgrew, still like him up forward a bit better than down back.
Oh, what about that for a kick?
He does launch beautifully, and Burnett sends the ball out of defensive 50, bouncing ball, did a Shane Ward leg break, Stance Hughes tackled into the ground, got the hair pass over the top to Gunning, this way, that way, got out of the Leishman tackle, kicks a high one inside the forward 50, Buckwell couldn't take the mark, and the Tigers through Kensett can get out of the defence. Here's a chance for Barry, Basilenko gets the hair pass over the top to Leishman, and he's tackled. And it'll be a ball up on centre wing.
I like to get the tape measure out from that kick from Mulgrew. I reckon I went about 70 metres.
But not only that, it hit the target.
Zach
Burnett on the chest.
Zach Anderson's turned you a good fullback, isn't he? He'd be tough to play on, I reckon.
Ball kicked in outside the forward, the defensive half there by the Tigers was going to be turned over.
Yeah, you're right, Pete. He is a ripper.
He just gets his fist in all the time, doesn't he?
Mulgrew with
his
the
strong
kick
body, yeah.
From the out of bounce on the full kick there by Kensett, so...
He had to really earn for to make his way into the ones because, it was a really good twos defender.
Yeah.
Kick short, finds Gunning, got the hand pass back to Mulgrew. Mulgrew winds up. It was a shocking kick. Kroll's there. Kensett's there. He's tackled. And it'll be another ball up. Going through the motions, I reckon. We're going to hit that. Maybe we might get a bit of bruise fee football for the next 30 minutes. Ackley wins the tap out. Kroll's there. And Leishman, he's tackled for the eye. It looked like it was by his own teammate, but they have got the same coloured blue jumpers on at the moment as Boynton. Salmon kicks out of the stoppage. Trying to find a teammate there. Reed, been hot. He got it to Rook, who sends the ball into the middle of the ground. Rolling football now. Heading towards our commentary side. Coots overruns it. Riches is there. Picked up there. Well, still a loose football. Comes off hands. Trotter. McVilly. Hand pass was smothered. Riches is there. Taps it forward. Picked up the football. Trotter gathers it. Kicks it high. Kicks it out of bounds on the full.
That passage of play looked like a bit of the movie scene from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Everyone just wanted it all in once.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a free kick to the Tigers on centre wing. And they go inbound and finds Louis Deinhoven.
Yep, still coming down from that ripper of a mark he took in the second quarter. He kicks the right ladder forward and Reed's coming there. Mulgrew created a contest. Hawks kept the ball afloat. Ferrari couldn't quite take it, and it's gone over. We'll get a boundary throw in. Mitchie Reed been outstanding today.
Western Eagles within 3, 6 straight 36. Illawarra Bowk 6-3-39. Greg Allen Farm Machinery. Think water around the grounds. But Elvie lead by 12 points. 11-3-69.
That's a big
Colac
result.
Imperials 8-9-57.
That'll be a massive result if they can happen to get the job done from here. But it's three-quarter time here at Gellibrand. And the Tigers won that quarter by 6 points and then extend the half-time lead. The margin now 41 points. They're 12-5-77 at the last change. Leading Otway Districts 5-6-36. Reed has 3. Jennings has 3. Harding has a couple. Ritchie's has 2. Burnett has a couple there for the Otway side. We'll take a break. Back with the KFC Colac. Final term after this with the Tigers 41-point leaders.
Winners for Otway 13-2. Alex Burnett 11 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark. Come back to Simpson, boys.
All right, so KFC Colac last quarter underway in the H'Bree Shield for 2025. Peace, just a wait to it.
I am. I had me back to the play.
Abraham stands here, well tackled. We'll get a ball up quick. Steph on stats for Simpson, AJ.
So Brad Salmon 13 kicks, 8 handballs, 4 marks, 21 disposals. Got 9 in that third term, boys.
Thrown up again, 1 down by Ackley. He's been very good today. Ball goes towards half forward. Barry comes through like a battering ram. Kick there, landed awkwardly, but he's okay, thankfully. Pemberton there. Ball searching in the centre of the ground. Pemberton's lurking as well. Ball pinned. We'll get another ball up.
I thought you said barriogram.
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 Yeah. So ball will be thrown up again here. Ball thrown up as Ackley wins to tap down. Burnett comes away with it. Ball kicked to half forward. Stewie Summerlin. No, not 15 required. De Jong just tacks the ball forward there as well. Taken by Burnett. Hand passes went straight to Pemberton. Hand passes by hand to Salmon. Salmon kicks inside 50. Whopper got in front. Commits to it. Couldn't take the mark. Gas is lurking again. Ball pinned there. We're going to get another ball up. No, ball's been knocked out. We've got a ball up. Just got a text message from my brother. He's watching the Gold Coast game and said there was an all in blue.
Ooh,
just before Stephen May lined up Ainsworth, and she was on. So AFL will be... There's been a few melees this week. We saw one Thursday night. We saw a couple of ripping one-on-one wrestles last night between Rory Lobb and Aaron Francis, the one just now. So the AFL will be racking up the cash. We're going to ball up there. Left half forward here. So good opportunity here for Simpson. They haven't looking for back-to-back wins again. They had one in the first 2 games of the year. Good win last week. No one was challenged by the Bay. And it looks like they're going to record a big win here. As Leishman, Tom, just bustled his way through. Taken by De Jong now. Gets a hand pass to the skipper McVilly. Still early in his senior career. Let's not forget that. Gas. Oh, good tackle by De Jong. It's gone out. We'll get a boundary throw and go around the ground. Thanks to Think Water. LV 12-4-76. Lead the Imps 9-9-63. Lawn 18-13, 1-2-1 to Apollo 3-2-20. Illawarra is stuck away again. They lead by 15, 8-3-51 to the Eagles, 6-8-36. And South are kicked away against Berry. They're up by 21 points, 9-9 to 6-6. Oh, Tom Leeson, brilliant through traffic. That was outstanding bit of play. Hands it to Pemberton. His kick inside 50 for Reid. Couldn't trap it on the heart clean on this occasion. Richie's was terrific there. Ball spit out there to Hawks. There's a flying shot for goal, and it's just offline. Through for a behind. Gee, that was a good build up on that occasion there. I think it takes them on the 12-6-78 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Otway 5-6-36. Winners today in the A-grade netball will Lawn, Illawarra back, Simpson by a goal. And the game's still in progress between the Imps and Elvie and South and Berry, which is a couple of important games for those clubs as well. Looking for that top 3 positions and the top 5 as well for South Colac. O'Meara there. Oh, tackle really strongly there. Good umpiring in the end there by Panther. Play on goes on. Comes out now to Abraham. Can pass it inboard to Stanciu. He's had a quiet day, but it's not the only one. Chippy ball finds Ferrari. I don't know what he was doing. He got the hand pass to Salmon to Tom Leishman. Hacks the kick inside 50. That's a goal. Good mark. Taken by Trotter. Class Harvest centre mark of the day. Had his eyes on the footy the whole time. Goes out wide to McKenzie. McKenzie now has it left half back. Kick to the wing position. O'Meara comes to meet it. Takes the mark. He quickly plays on. Good kick over the top to Abraham. He's got by himself. He might be too far out to score. He's 60 metres out. He cuts it to the goal square. Stanciu getting back with Buckwell. Stanciu marks, plays on and kicks a goal. Well done. Play of the day contender thanks to Premium Group Painting, and that's also a goal of the day contender.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was a good build up there by Otway. They kept it nice and slow, and Stanciu also took a Class Harvest centre mark of the day. He cut his running back with the fly of the footy, took the mark, played on, and kicked his first for the afternoon. And the Otway get the first of the final turn. They're 6-6-42. Simpson at 12-6-78 margin is a flat 6 goals. Pete Mulheron, 4-goal final turn.
Yeah, good ball movement there from Otway. That's probably as good as we've seen them move the ball today. They moved it smoothly down. Long kick inside, and they had the numbers running back with the ball because if Stanciu didn't mark it, Buckwell would have anyway.
It's been about this margin, hasn't it, for quite some time in this game, since about quarter time. So here's Sutherland. Again, Otway not to get back-to-back goals yet this afternoon. Kroll couldn't take the mark. Here's Boyington. Got it to Gunning. Winds up from 50. Is this their chance? Buckwell couldn't take the mark.
In.
Good work by... Oh, it's kicked off the ground. It's kicked off the ground by Burnett.
Missed it.
But he missed behind. They're still trying to get back-to-back goals for the first time this afternoon. 5-7-37, 12-6-78.
They won the last quarter last week, let's not forget.
Yeah, Leishman kicks out of defence, off hands. Chance out for another Leishman. Tom kicks the ball to centre half forward. Good mark there by the Tigers.
Made him earn it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hawks with the football now. Gives the hair pass over the top now to Tom Leishman. Winds back up again. Gas with the football. Has a flying shot for goal, but he's missed the lot. And it's gone out of bounds. Boundary throwing deep inside the forward 50 for the Tigers.
Good work there from Gas. Good follow-up. Nice contested
the old 1-2 with Tommy Leishman.
It was.
Bit of leashy-like about that. So boundary throwing, 20 out from the Tigers' goal. Off hands, Jono picks it up, but Jono has a shot. And Jono kicks the goal. Easy as that. Jono's got 4. And the Tigers get their 13th. 13-5-83 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Otway District's 6 goals, 7-43, 40 points the margin. We've gone 6 minutes on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. KFC Colac last quarter, Pete Mulherron.
Yeah, they've just done it all day. They've been able to answer every challenge, Simpson, that Otway have put to them, and the last quarter looks like it's going to be no different. They just they get their goals much easier when they get inside 50 to the way that Otway have to work so hard for their goals.
So back in the middle now, Dave. Henry Winkler Robertson gets us underway yet again. Brilliant roving by Rourke. How about that for a bit of play? Beautiful kick, looking for Leishman. Couldn't take it. Rourke tried to follow up, but couldn't. Leishman has to kick the full forward. It's a bouncing foot. It's across the face. Stayed in play, as a matter of fact. Marnie kept it in. Gets a hand pass away to Trotter. Hand passed over the top to Daffy. Hand pass there. Trotter running really hard. Pushed over on top of the footy. Turnover. Rourke. Hand pass to Richie's. Richie's centering. Ball to fall forward. Down the occasion. Coming through Pemberton. Couldn't take it. He roves it cleanly, though. And he's through it. He clearly threw it.
Looks like Nick Harding's got the sub-vest on, boys, and he's subbed himself out for the last quarter.
I picked it.
Carlton Imperials has defeated LV2 in a high-scoring shootout. It'll come back in the seconds. Melgrew goes short and finds Gunning outside defensive 50.
That's in the netball. They won pretty convincingly at the end there.
They did, yeah.
Ball kicked out of the defence for the D's, and it's gone out of bounds. And a boundary throwing.
Back to a goal of difference now at the West Oval between the Imps and LV, and the netball in that game between the Imps and LV was 73 to 58. That's a high-scoring shootout.
Ooh. Is that high scoring for netball, Pete?
It is very high. Who won? Drew?
Imps
won, so they go to game clear in second position.
Yeah, okay.
Here's a chance for O'Meara. Kicks the centre half forward. Gunning outdoes Barry. Picks up the footy. Got the hand pass over the top now. Chance for Abraham. Sells a candy. Has a flying shot for goal. It's going right to the goal line. Almost marked there by Buckwell, but it's been rushed through from behind.
Anderson's just worn him like a coat, hasn't he?
Yep.
Just doesn't give him an inch.
6-8-44, 13-6-84. 40 points the margin. The Tigers leading by. Here's Zachy Anderson again with the footy.
131 goals in total in that game as well. Imps and Elby in the netball.
So Anderson, he kicks short. And he finds a Darcy Leishman.
Kira Foster shooting 59 of them.
So Darcy Leishman with the footy. He's going to go looking for a teammate. Comes off hand. Salmon falls over. Picked up here. Chancey now for O'Meara. Kicks inside the forward 50 for Otway. Anderson up against Buckwell again. Buckwell picks up the football. He's tackled by Anderson. But there's a loose play for Otway. And it's going to be a goal anyway. Jimmy Anderson.
And he hit the goal umpire, and the goal umpire took it like a tee.
And it's a goal there by Jimmy Abraham. And he's got his second. Otway get their seventh. They go now to 7-8-50. Simpson 13-6-84. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard 9 minutes gone in this KFC Colac last quarter.
And he kicked that goal from about a foot out, and the goal umpire just happened to be standing right in front of him, and she took it all with good grace, didn't she?
It's a tough work by Anderson, though. He chased down Buckwell.
Yes.
Could have got hold of the footy, but somehow there was two loose Otway players in front of him.
Good on the goal umpire there. Cop one, and he copped it. He kind of laughed.
She copped one.
3/4 time at the Western Oval. LV 12-4-76 lead. The Imps 10-10-70. So it's going into the wire there. And I tell you, the big one there is South Colac. They're up by 28 against Birregurra. Coming through an occasion that time, there was Brown to Boyington. Back to Sutherland. Sutherland's kick towards the hot spot there. Stancy got in front. It took a nice mark. Class Harbour Centre mark of the day. You read it well. He had to get there, and he did that very nicely in the end. And Stancy's kicked one in his term already. He's directly in front, 40 metres out. And this, for the first time today, they'll get back-to-back goals if he can kick it.
Is he better on the run, Max?
Yes, he definitely is. But more importantly, if they kick the goal, they go to 8-8.
Oh, yeah. So you're hoping he gets this. And he has kicked it, I think. We'll wait for the goal umpire. There it goes. Stancia kicks his second. And we'll go that to score in a second. That's the first time today that Otway have got back-to-back goals. I'll read the leading score for you first. Simpson at 13-6-84. Otway Districts are 8:56. Tick past the 10.5-minute mark of this KSC Colac last quarter. Maxie shakes his hand.
We love you, Rexy.
Greg Allen Pharmaceutical score with that. Brother, we had lemon chicken, we had Sunset Strip, we had Lord Nelson. What next, AJ?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Scheisenhausen.
But
There it is.
You're right, Maxie. The game's really opened up in this last quarter, hasn't it? You picked it earlier.
Well,
Margin's back to 28 points.
11 minutes gone. They get a sneaky one. They get within 4 goals. You never know. Here's Leishman. Crunch. Coots is there. Trying to gather the football. Quick hand pass over top to Tom Leishman. There's a whistle. There's a free kick. It's going to the Tigers go. So Jaden Rook with the football. They need probably an exclamation point right now. But Al McKenzie takes the class over centre mark of the day, Big Al.
He's been good today.
Sends it out of defensive 50. Here's a chance now through Geong. Hair passes to Ackley. Goes backwards to Kroll. Kroll's got the football. Just across the half-back line for Simpson. He's going to go in short. And he finds Geong. Got the headband on. Joel Selwood style. He's Ackley with the footy now. Just going to hold on to the footy now. Kill a couple of minutes. Here we go. So here's a chance now for Louis Dinovan. It's gone from the long sleeves to the short sleeves. McKenzie underneath this one. Couldn't take the mark in defence. Mulgrew, Sutherland back over the top to McKenzie. Thumping kick, playing kick to kick at the moment. Bouncy ball. Kensick takes the football. Tackled by Burnett. Still a chance now. Gunning. Boyington's chasing. Pemberton's there. Stacks on this one. It'll be another ball up between centre-wing and half-forward favouring Otway side of the ground here. Right in front of their dugout.
I think we'll have to put the lights on, Max.
Yes.
It's getting pretty dark here.
Put the Peter Hickey lights on.
84-56, Tigers leading. It's the closest Otway has been for some time, though, so it's going to be a free kick to the Tigers. And the coach, Damien Pemberton's got the football for Simpson. He elects his side to come forward. Thumping kick, big pack around this one here. Salmon was almost off to the races. Cameron got the hand pass over the top. The D's, thumping kick. They were a bit more measured here, Pete. I reckon they could get back in this ball game, but they're sort of just panicking, kicking the ball forward.
Yeah, they're trying to do it too quick, aren't they?
Yeah, Kroll's got the football. He goes inbound and he finds Darcy Leishman. Couldn't take the mark. Here's Stanciu. Kicks the centre half forward. Abraham takes the mark. Just inside the 50.
Just too far, I reckon.
Plays on. Winds up. Has a flying shot for goal. And another rush chance.
He's got the distance easy, Max.
Yeah.
I'm having a shocker today.
They're having a bit of poise about them. They might be right back in at 8-9-57, 13-6-84. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 13.5 gone.
So, around the grounds again, thanks to Think Water. It's a goal the difference at the Western Oval. That's a big game there on this occasion, well, as we start the last term there. The winner goes into the top 3 tonight. Short kick finds Dienhoven. Out of defence there. Kick up the line finds Pemberton. He's been good today, the coach. Really led from the front all day. So he's got it now. So just a bit of a lull at the moment. Players out on their feet. First quarter where the damage was done. Ackley through 3 deep. Took a really good mark. Class over centre mark of the day. He's had a very good game today, in the ruck today. And he goes inside 50. Here comes Jono. Well done, Mel McKenzie. Never took his eye off the footy. And he punched it out of play. We'll get a boundary throw-in inside Simpson's forward 50. He did that well there, Pete, Al McKenzie.
Yeah, look, he's a good defender, Al McKenzie. He reads it really well in the air. Intercept mark. He's just been solid all day.
He's had a really good game. Probably been the top of 2 or 3 Otway players today. Back in the side after missing last week. A goal going for goal on that occasion now. I think that was McVilly. Comes out now to Hawks, deep in the right forward pocket. Chipping ball unselfishly to the goal square. McVilly overran the football. Likewise, that occasion, Trotter. Abraham had a fresh chair shot that didn't connect. Oh, Leishman there did beautifully there. His kick was partly smothered. They're going all the way to the final. Sorry, these two sides, aren't they? Quick kick out of there, and it's a free kick, and it's going to go to Simpson's way. I think McVilly the Simpson player there was dealt with after he got rid of the footy. And John O'Jennings is going to go back and have a shot for number 5. from about 20 metres out on a slight angle.
Is that a bag in modern footy, Pete?
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon it is. He snuck up on you. Look, you didn't really notice that Jono, like, he hasn't been a dominant forward, but he just keeps getting goals, doesn't he?
He's got 4 goals won. Now make it 5 goals won.
Got a bag.
He's got their 14th on the board. Has a very good afternoon in the office. So 14,690 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Marching back at the 33 points like it has been probably since about the second quarter, I reckon, to 8-9-57. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery score. We played 16 minutes final term. What's going on around the grounds, Max Blake?
Yeah, Lawn leading by 115 points, 20-15, 135. Apollo Bay 3-2-20. But the close one is at Western Oval, 76. Colac Imperials, 76 Elvie.
Level.
Scores are level. South Colac 76 as well, leading Birregurra 48 and Illawarra Biak 54, leading Western Eagles 38.
So things are definitely heating up in the CDFNL for the rest of the season.
So Simpson 90, leading Otway Districts 57. Here's a chance for McVilly. Hand pass to Kroll, stolen by Abraham.
Oh, well done.
Gets out of the tackle, sends it inside the forward 50 for the D's. No one can take the mark. Ball's on ground level. Going to be picked up here by Gunning. He's going to get the hand pass looking for Craddock. Stance you. He gets it to Craddock. Craddock, he's juggling it. Got the ball out to Sutherland. This way, that way. Gets the hand pass backwards. Looking for a teammate there. Ferrari overruns it. Good work there by Pimpleton. Hand pass over the top now. They're going to work it out of defence beautifully. De Jong sends it out of defence.
Good
and he finds a teammate. And he finds a teammate to Gas. Gas goes inbound. Good kick. Finds McVilly. Marks in front of the Sutherland. So Riley McVilly now. What can he do? Hand passes to De Jong. De Jong now kicks back inside the 450. Mulgrew, though, loose man in defence, takes a good class half a centre mark of the day. Got a bit of poise about him, Sammy Mulgrew. I do prefer him up forward, though. He's a prime target, but I guess you have to do the job, don't you? Gets it to Marnie. Marnie gets it over the top now. Cameron with the football. Kicks out a defensive 50. Looking for Gunning. Couldn't take the mark. Off hands. Daffy's there. So's a Leishman. Good work there by the D's. They ball kicked inside their forward half. Rich is now moved up against Stanciu. Comes off hands to Tom Leishman. Hand pass to Kroll. Back over the top now to Hawks. Ball kicked to centre half forward. Sutherland couldn't take the mark. Avery's there. Good work there by the Tigers. They somehow get the ball moving forward. Cameron overruns it. Gathers the football, but then he's gang tackled. And it's another ball up.
Just keep an eye on the Otway bench, boys. One of the bald-headed guys has got the ice on the knee. I think
might not be Buckwell, would it?
It might be. I don't know. But he's got the ice on the bench, so he's definitely done for the day.
I reckon they're both on the bench.
Yeah, I was going to say
the other ball.
I think they've only got one on the bench.
D's go inside the forward 50. Chancey now again for O'Meara. Can he keep it alive? He does. Oh, Stancy!
Oh, what a goal!
An absolute beauty!
That's goal of the day.
Premium Group Painting, play of the day, and goal of the day. Give it everything.
Yep.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Oh, that's what you love, the little small tackers, don't you, Pete, when they can produce stuff like that. Magic.
Just sheer willpower, wasn't it? Like, he really had no right, but O'Meara just kept at it and actually just forced the ball back inside to play. And who was it that kicked the goal?
Stanciu. He's got 3.
Yeah.
All in this last quarter.
But 9-9-63 Otway District, Simpson 14-6-90.
We're barracking for Otway to kick a goal.
Lemon chicken, Drew.
Exactly right, AJ.
19 and a half gone in this KFC Colac last quarter.
Come on, Otway, you got a few minutes to do that for us. So
Imps lead by a goal at the Western Ovals, 82-76.
Okay. So Imps are now third on the live ladder. So ball thrown up again. Ball pin will get a ball up as Rook gets over the top of it.
And Lawn lead by 128 against their arch rivals.
Oh, they've really gone bang down there.
Yeah, sending a message, haven't they? Here's De Jong at the back of the pack. Just rode it beautifully like a sweeper, and he kicks it up towards the wing position. Reed's been very good today. Couldn't take it. Gas did really well, take the hard, but he got taken out of play. And we'll get a dollar in. That was Larson.
How many do you reckon McCartan will kick today, Maxie?
Oh, gee.
If he's played forward.
Yeah.
He was named in the forward pocket.
South Colac 77 leading Birregurra 48, and Illawarra Biak They put the foot down. They lead 61-38 against the Western Eagles.
Would be handy for their percentage as well, because the percentage, I think, is only about 114, I think it was.
That's going to be an issue.
Yeah. So ball will be thrown back in. Who Warra got next week?
Someone.
Obviously. We might have to check the fixture out, because we're now at Birregurra. It's for the Saints and the Imps, which is a huge game.
Warra got Simpson.
There you go.
Heavy
tackle on Rook, and we'll get a ball up there. Your game, you think your Warra Beak will start clear favourites in? There's a bit going on here between O'Meara and...
Not happy chappies.
Not a happy camp. The game's over pretty much, so I'm not sure what this is all.
Well, I thought we were going to get a bit of bruise-free footy this quarter, but it actually been the opposite. They're up and about again.
It's flaring up a bit here.
It's getting a bit heated.
Ross Panthers giving away a free kick, and they just let them fight. Just let them go.
One's in the headlock.
12 players in this fight, so there's not many left on the field to take this football.
I was seeing Doug Evans has got the book out.
Dougie's got the book out.
Doug Evans has got the book out.
The game's still playing as...
the game's over. I don't know what this is accomplishing,
Simpson's
to be honest.
got the free kick. Dion's got the ball now. Ball kicked inside the 450. Jono! Oh, he dropped it. Jeepers. How did he drop that? He kicked out of the defence now. Dion's there as well. Chance now for Pembleton. He bangs the ball back inside the forward 50. Offhands. It's going to be a free kick. Free kick goes the way of the Tigers. There'll be a shot for goal coming up.
So Whopper was back out there acting the peacemaker.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So interesting to see he's come back on, Pete.
Yeah. Well, he had the sub-vest on before.
Seriously, you got a couple of minutes to go. I don't know. The game's done, so I don't know what is this accomplishing, to be honest.
Gas in the left forward pocket. Can he go back and kick another one? He can.
Hang on. It's starting to flare up again a little bit.
He's kicked the goal. Tigers have got their 15th on the board. He's kicked his second. And they go to 15-6-96. They lead Otway Districts 9-9-63. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard 22.5 gone in this KFC Colac last quarter.
So he's had a good second half, Gas. That second goal he's kicked, and he's a likely looking lad. He's a bit taller than Al McKenzie when you see him line up against each other. I don't know how old he is, but Simpson might have found one there.
Imps have put the foot on the pedal against Alving. 14-10-94, leading the Swans 12-4-76, thanks to Think Order around the grounds.
Yeah, sending a bit of a statement indeed. And South Colac up by 29 points now.
Young man Robbo's paid a free kick.
Yep, so free kick will go to the Tigers with Rook taking the kick.
Oh, there's one.
And there's one a bit sore.
Yeah, very sore.
And it's Abraham, isn't it? And he's very proppy.
Yeah.
So something they don't need. Otway is another more pile of injuries. Sort of been the story of the last couple of months. Goes back inboard to Dienhoven. So Dienhoven now is going to switch play and finds Whopper. Abraham's no good, boys.
Yeah, he tried to run for that ball.
He can't put any weight on that leg at all.
No.
It's real sad. It's a real shame.
He's been good today.
He's been very good today. Kick inboard, finds Salmon. So they're just happy to play keepings off. Here's an opportunity now with Kroll. Kroll now has it there. He goes backwards to Salmon. Salmon's kick finds Gas. He's been good in the second half. Winners today was Simpson in the netball, Illawarra Biak. And that kick those team turned over. Lorne, Colac Imperials and Birregurra on 9 over South Colac. That wins puts Simpson in 5th position. So Birregurra there as well.
McKenzie.
Big win for them. McKenzie's taking a good mark. He goes back inboard to Boynton. Gets it by hand to McKenzie again. He worked hard. Switches play. And here's an opportunity for Trotter. He goes for a Saturday afternoon run. He goes from 60. Goes inside 50. Stancy there. Punched away by Richies. He's punched it out of play. We'll get a boundary throw in. 24.5 gone in his KFC Colac last quarter. Not long to go, you would think. It's pretty much been Simpson since they pretty much led all day. All day, Otway Districts have won winning this last quarter by 7 points at the moment. They go to Apollo Bay next week. As Burnett gets tackled, we'll get another ball up. Really running this to the final siren. You thought it would have been breeze-free footy, Max. He's actually been quite the opposite in this last few minutes. Ackley won the tap down. Kensett tried to keep the ball and float.
Oh, didn't like that either.
And neither did he. And there it is. The Tigers get back-to-back wins for the second time this year. They did what they had to do in the end. The fast start really set them up. And the story of the year, unfortunately, Otway District, they cannot afford to get more injuries. And unfortunately, they're going to get a couple of stars. I think it's Hapgood with the knee. I saw Jimmy Abraham couldn't jogged off the field, looked pretty bad, but nonetheless, Simpson get the win. They're fourth for the year, 15-6-96, defeating Otway Districts 9-9-63. The final margin in the end was 33 points, and they led pretty much from start to finish. The margin was 22 at 24 quarter time, was back to 35 at half time, then got out to 41 at the final change, and Otway won the last quarter by 7 points, as I said. Goal kickers, Jono Jennings finished with 5. 3 goals to Mitch Reid, 2 goals to Lockie Gass, Richies and Harding, and Dinehaven, the single goal kicker. Well, for the D's, 3 goals to Eugene Stancy, kicked them all in the final quarter. A couple to Burnett and Abraham, and singles to O'Meara and Sammy Mulgrew. So Simpson get their 4th win of the year. They get back-to-back wins. But they got a really, really tough run home in the end. They got Illawarra back next week, while Otway Districts will travel down to the Bay to take on the winless Hawks next Saturday afternoon. We'll take a break here on CDFNL Live. Back for the RSL post-game show. We'll go around the grounds and around the courts. We'll keep an eye on what's going on as Imps look to kick away against the Swans. We'll hopefully speak to a couple of players as well. And back to wrap things up with Footy Netball Scoreboard as well. So stay tuned here over the next... how long do we have here? We've got another about 40 minutes to look forward to as well. So we'll take a break. Back with more from Jelly Brown on CDFNL Live on this Let's Talk Colac round on the other side of this.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.